We're now joined by Brenda Mazwi, founder of Hope Lithemba Kitchen. For more, Brenda, good evening and thank you for your time with us here on the SABC at this hour, and also Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Brenda, let's just look at the festive season and also what's coming to the fore. And while some are celebrating, there are obviously also some of the social ills that also continue to be brought to light. And from your vantage point, how does the festive season amplify the daily challenges faced by the homeless and the most vulnerable?
For the homeless, I'd say it's very hard for the homeless because they have nowhere to go. They have no roof over their heads, no food, no toilet, no water. They have to scratch, they have to look for things. So for them, it's very difficult. So I really don't know how to describe or explain that, because if I was in their shoes, I don't know what I would have done, because I cannot survive, and I don't know how they're surviving it. But yes, they do.
No, absolutely. I mean, we've seen some of the stories that we've highlighted in the build-up to the chat with you, and we've seen the plight coming to the fore. And today in particular, but during this festive season, what extra support for people who are homeless and vulnerable have you witnessed over this festive season?
Extra support, mostly. It's food and clothes, because sometimes it's hot, sometimes it rains, sometimes it's cold, with no food, no shelter, and sometimes they get sick. They don't go to hospitals because they are not allowed, because they're smelling, they're dirty, and sometimes they go to these clinics and they get sent away.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So it's very difficult for them.
It's very difficult, and given the economic woes of the country, it's exacerbated some people's situation even further. So as the founder of Hope Lithemba Kitchen, what have you done this year to assist those who are in need?
This year, I've been feeding day and night. I feed in the morning, after school. I polish the children's school shoes. I help them with the Wi-Fi at my home. They do their homework. I help them with the homework, and Christmas parties and Mother's Day and Father's Day lunches. I do all through Christ who strengthens me.
And because there's a role that community and family plays, how has the issue of loneliness also come to the fore for those who are homeless and most vulnerable? What did you witness on that front during this festive period?
It's difficult to explain, because I see them lying in the street, no blankets, under cupboard. What is this thing? Under plastics. They're sleeping. They wake up. They're going around looking for food. So I've experienced that, and that touched my heart, because the first Christmas I knew that I had to go back to them and give to them, because most people are scared of those people because they think they're dangerous, but they're not.
No, thank you for those sentiments. I think I just wanted to also look at the housing crisis that has come to the fore, given, the number of people that we see on the streets. And what are you witnessing on that front? What pressures do you notice on that front?
Housing is a problem for everyone, because they need shelters. They don't have. Our government doesn't support. I myself are staying in a shack, but I do what I can do to help those in the streets. So with the housing and those people, I don't know. I really don't know, because if the government can stand up and give those people a shelter, or maybe a home. You see, if they can get a home, a shelter here in East London, so that when it's late, they can go home and find a roof over their head, or maybe later or earlier they can go out, find a job, come back and sleep. In East London, we don't have shelters, we don't have safety house. We are also homeless, because we are poor as those people in the streets. I don't know. our government just don't care. We as people must stand up in the government's place and took a stand, and we must stand for the government, do his work that he's supposed to do for our people. We are voting, but no changes.
No, Brenda, you make some valid points there. And I just think, at this point, as we wrap up the conversation, what's your call? What's your plea? How can ordinary people assist? It looks like it takes just one to assist, and that can, have a ripple effect from here into. What do you think everyone should be doing?
Yes, my plea would be a van, collect sponsors, and a shelter, containers. Give me containers. If I can get containers, I would give those people a roof over head. All the shack in my place, give me something. I do everything. Some people are sleeping here in my veranda. I take ladies, I take men, I build a shack for them. Anything you can assist me. Give me something small, I make something big out of it.